Hello, I'm James Devonshire. I'm Head of VoD Solutions at Globecast UK. I've been at Globecast in different roles for about three and a half years. Head of VoD Solutions, I spend a lot of the day looking at solving the problems of VoD. My favourite part of most of my jobs has been solving problems. I like either building something out of nothing, so it's great to have a blank slate and then actually find a product or work towards a solution that's going to work for different customers in different ways, and future-proof it so it will work for a few years, not just for a couple of weeks. And I also like to solve problems. So generally, if you've done your job properly, you shouldn't have a problem, but that doesn't always work out. And so I like finding where there are issues and then finding a way to use skills internally to just solve those problems and make things work better for everybody. So we have a lot of challenges from our customers because the digital environment and digital media is changing so quickly. And so new technology means new pricing, new companies that are disrupting the marketplace, who don't have a traditional broadcast or telecommunications background. And our customers see new prices and new services and immediately think that the traditional suppliers will be able to deliver the same. And as quite a large company, it's difficult to change direction quickly. And also, it's difficult to, if you have a 3-year contract, but prices drop 200% in those 3 years, then it's very difficult to keep a customer happy when he knows that he can immediately get the same services a lot cheaper if he wasn't tied into a contract. So it's trying to second guess not just the marketplace, but technology. There's been a change in the media industry in that it's now very much led by the consumer. So the consumer will expect his phone to be able to do what he wants it to do without knowing what may stop that from happening. And so the customer, our customer, may discover that his consumer wants a lot more than technology can deliver or what his current contract can give him. And so it's difficult understanding why the customer requires something that's being driven by his market, and then how we can deliver it in a way that still works on the business model that we may have set up 2 or 3 years previously. So security's become obviously incredibly important, especially with tier 1 customers who have flagship programming that needs to be delivered before it actually plays out. There's that level of security of actually knowing that they can trust us with their content and it won't disappear. There's also, or get shared with pirate sites. There's also the data about customers that is very, very valuable to our customers that they don't want to share. And with a lot of shared infrastructure, regionally shared infrastructure and cloud-based technology, there's a lot of worry around how easy it is to actually take content, take data, or DDoS attacks like denial of service. I think that there's now a massive industry based around providing security that our customers need. And so it's tapping into that knowledge and keeping up with where the market wants to go with security. And I think we've successfully done that. I think Globecast is attractive to many different customers in different parts of the media industry and at different levels, so from international broadcasters to smaller broadcasters or just content owners who need to move their media around. I think that the pedigree of being in broadcast for so long, coupled with the telco experience brought to us by Orange, I think means that it shows that we know what we're doing. We know what our customers want. We know what the technology can do and where it's going. And so I think we're in a very fortunate international place at the moment to actually have such a good archive of ability and a broad skill set that we can bring to this changing digital environment. I think that the cost of satellite versus IP delivery is massive. And I think 5G and international reliable Wi-Fi availability will change our industry an awful lot. I think there'll always be a need for linear television because I think it works as like a brand editor. So people will always want to go to specific channels because they trust the judgment of their content. And I think it's also a great shop window. So if you go, for example, to the BBC, you know what sort of programming you will get. And so people still want to find things that they wouldn't normally watch. It's fine to go onto Amazon or any shopping site where it says, if you like this, you will also like this. But you never know what you're missing out on. And I think the market will always, I think people will always be interested in new things. They always want to be the first people to know about something. And that's something that really only comes through a linear offering. How that linear offering is actually delivered is a different matter. But I don't think that video on demand or just one program at a time will ever really take over. I think the delivery of that content will.